All right, here we are doing a quick intro to the Instapot and what I like to call the best taco meat you'll have. So what we have here is 2 pounds of organic ground beef, 85/15, and a half of a red onion sliced. What we do is we set it on saute, just on the normal, and turn it on. And then what we're doing is we're basically I add the onions first with a little bit of olive oil and get them going until they're slightly translucent. Then add the ground beef. Brown the ground beef. Doesn't have to be perfect because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding some additional diced tomatoes and then pressure cooking it. So regardless of getting all the pink out when you're sauteing it like this, doesn't matter because you're going to pressure cook it and it'll be fully cooked. So what we've done here is we've got it basically at the point where we're about to turn it into the pressure cooker. So we're going to go ahead and spice it up right now. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add basically 1 can of our diced tomatoes. I use the Merglin Organic. We're just going to go ahead and pour that right in there. And then we are going to add our own seasoning mix. Here's a little pointer. I mix up all my seasonings in little dishes instead of trying to pour it right over the Instapot so that the steam and everything doesn't go into your seasoning and cake it up. So what we have here is a mixture of chili powder, onion powder, organic ground coriander, chipotle red jalapeños. We have a little bit of Valencia orange peel for a little bit of additional flavor, oregano, smoked paprika, cilantro, garlic powder, and ground cumin. Now, this is just mixed up to my personal preference. I go heavy on the cumin, heavy on the garlic powder, and pretty heavy on the chili powder. Everything else I just add until I get the taste that I want. We're going to go ahead and dump that all in there. And then next we're going to dump in 4 or 5 chopped cloves of garlic. All right, now we're going to mix this all up. Just like that. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and pressure cook it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cancel this because we're on saute right now. We're going to go ahead and pressure cook. Get down so you can see this. Pressure cook. We're going to have it on normal and high, and we're going to bring our time down to 5 minutes. That's all we need. That's it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and seal up our pressure cooker. Just like this. Our lid is on. We're sealed. We make sure that our vent is on cooking versus venting. And that's it. So this is going to pressure cook for about 5 minutes. It's going to take a few minutes for the pressure to come up. This will start basically counting down from the 5 minutes when it reaches pressure. But right now it's basically building the pressure. So once you're done, basically what I do is I'm going to let this naturally vent. And what that means is I'm not going to move the venting lever over to venting. I'm just going to leave it right here. I'm going to let it probably naturally vent for 5 to 10 minutes. If the pressure knob or the pressure lock doesn't drop, I'll then move it to venting. Now, one of the things that you want to be very careful of is when you're venting, there's going to be a lot of high pressure steam coming out of the venting cap here. Make sure that you have your overhead fan or vent on, or use what I've also done is taken a bowl and basically just have it over the top. And that way all that steam and moisture doesn't fly up and get all over your kitchen. In this case, we have a good backdrop, glass tiles, and we're not really too worried about it. But just depending upon your setup, you maybe want to be careful of managing that steam. So again, 5 minutes pressure cook. We've got, again, just for a recap, we have 2 pounds of organic ground beef. We've got 1 can of our organic diced tomatoes, 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, and then what we put in is our homemade taco seasoning spices. All right, and then again, pressure cook, for 5 minutes, and your taco meat's going to be done. Enjoy. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.